Hello everyone, how you doing? Hope you're having a great day so far. Welcome to your weekly source of Demoscene news. This is the Demoscene report for the 21st of October 2024. As usual, I kept track of all the news and releases that happened this past week relating to the active computer culture of the Demoscene, and I will talk a little bit about each one of them to help you keep in touch with what's new. Everything is linked on the description below for you to check at your own leisure. We have a lot of things to share this week, so let's get started right away. To kick things off, I wanted to talk about a couple of videos that I found at Stefast's YouTube channel. The first one is building an Amiga game arcade, where he goes through the process that he had to adapt an old iMac screen to fit into an arcade cabinet and have an arcade machine dedicated to playing Amiga games. Then he also did another video, a time-lapse of his pixel art image that he submitted to Deadline. He got third place with that image. I found the time-lapse video quite interesting. It explains a little bit the process that he did to create the image and also how to deal with the palette restrictions on the Amiga itself. Also related to Deadline, Arctic, also known as Ronny, did a couple of articles about doing music for size coding things. He was working with Sointu to do the soundtrack for their Farbrush intro that won the intro competition at Deadline, and he wrote a couple of interesting articles. The first one called Sointu Size Coding Synth, going through all the different things that you need to know about using Sointu, and the other one, Synthesis for Coders, so explaining a little bit more the approach to coders, how you would do generative synthesizer and how you can apply it to Sointu in particular. A couple of interesting articles, particularly recommended if you're interested in making music for size coding intros in 4 kilobytes or 8 kilobytes. And still talking about write-ups, Loso also did a very in-depth article about new art, the release that they did for 3D Anaglyphic competition at Deadline. Very lengthy write-up going into a lot of details of their production, so definitely worth checking out. The production won the competition. It was very well made in my humble opinion, so definitely worth reading about it, especially if you like developing things for Amiga. In other news, Scamp was announcing that SceneCity will be shutting down on October 31st, but then after a few days he actually reverted that idea and is actually looking for a Demoscene stream ambassador. So if you are planning to go to a demo party and would like to help streaming to be facilitated for that event, you can get in touch with Scamp, get a special device that allows you to go to the party, plug and play, and be ready to send out a live stream of the event. In a similar way, he was also talking about closing down Undergrund.net, which was one of the main repositories for Demoscene websites that have been hosted for many years. They were changing servers and thought that maybe a lot of people weren't using them anymore. So we decided to shut them down and get rid of the deprecated technology that it relies on. There were actually a few people that complained that they actually still have good use for it, so now they are talking about migrating the active pages to a new server, so it's also going to be down, but not quite. Too long didn't read. If you have a website at undergrund.net, get in touch with Scamp to figure out the best way forward, if it's to have a static screenshot of your current website or if you need new hosting for dynamic things. Also pointed out to me that Arkos Tracker 3 is now in beta production, so if you want to help beta test Arkos Tracker, they've been doing a lot of developments for doing cross-platform tracker for AY and YM chips, so check out Arkos Tracker and check out the beta and give some feedback to the developers. Then at Excite Digital Culture website, I found this PROW Gender Diversity in Digital Arts and Craft webpage, which is reporting on the exhibit that they organized for the Hack the Promise festival that took place in Basel a few weeks ago. They had 6 different artists being showcased from the demo scene there, which was really cool to see. And this website reports you on the concept behind it and shows you some pictures of the event itself. Then in other news, GGN2 is live streaming Atari demo shows semi-regularly on this Twitch channel. So if you would like to chat with other Atari demo sceners and see some Atari demos, make sure that you follow him on Twitch. And we have this video released at the Gamers YouTube channel talking about the rise and fall of Unreal Tournament. It's only marginally related to the demo scene, but does make a reference to the creators of Epic Games traveling all the way to Finland to meet up with people related with Future Crew to learn a bit more about technology for the IBM PC of the time. So I thought it would be interesting to talk about that as well. We have a whole bunch of different releases that were released on the last few months. Phreshidential Phunk by DJ Tramp apparently released at a small demo party in Amsterdam, which I have no other information about. Just a little joke demo about Trump and the presidential elections in the United States. Then there was an invitation for RETROGRAD Summer 2024, released for the Vector 06C. It's an event happening in Russia as far as I know. It was released by SVO. A few things for the Commodore 64 as well. ESSE plus TREX did a meeting, summer meeting with a few things being released, including a party scroller intro called TREX ESSE meeting Steinhagen 2024. A few more releases for the Commodore 64, and Onslaught did a little intro. There was a birthday intro for Bieno as well, made by Ladle. 60,000 members on the Facebook Commodore 64 page was also celebrated with a couple of releases, and there was the XSXSXS intro also being released. Another interesting release was this Castle Wolfenstein 3D version for the Commodore PET using PETSCII characters to render the visuals. It's still in beta, not fully developed, but looks pretty interesting already. Then I heard about this interesting GitHub project that is converting tracker module formats into formats for the DAW. So if you want to export your IT and have it playing on Ableton Live, for example, you can use this tool to try to convert those formats to some degree. Supports different kind of tracker formats, different DAWs, so make sure you check the compatibility list. But interesting little concept idea, so worth checking out if you are interested in bridging those two fields of tracked music and working something on a DAW. Then there was this short live stream of Distance of Orange showcasing Paketti's latest development. It's a scripting language for renoise that Distance has been regularly upkeeping, adding new functionalities that don't exist on renoise. This one in particular is a Groovebox that's been redone entirely using scripts. Then a couple of weeks ago I talked about Demodulation Party, and the releases for the Electronica BK 001001 were not available just yet. They did have a real-time basic compo for that, and on the Russian demo parties, real-time means something slightly different. Real-time means that it was done during the party itself. So what we in the Western world call the fast competitions, they call them real-time competitions. So they had a competition dedicated for you to develop your program in BASIC in the Electronica BK and showing the results. And you can see a few submissions. I think it were 13, 14 overall. So a few nice, interesting things here. They are now made available as well for you to check out. So there's the link on the description. You can check each of these videos and even read the basic lines if you're fast enough and type them in on your own basic interpreter if you would like to see them running live. A few weeks ago in Poland, they had AmiParty taking place for the 32nd time. They had a few different competitions that we'll take a quick look at. Graphics competition for the Amiga AGA. A few not so good entries, and then the winner entry, a massive entry by Vasil, When Night Falls. Very good pixel artwork there by Vasil, very worthy winner of the very small competition at AmiParty. They also had some music competitions, PROW Tracker music using the typical 4-channel format of the Amiga was won by first one entry of Renton. Streaming music competition was won by Desert Feelings by Magnetic Fox, and then they had the Wild competition where anything goes, and they had a couple of graphics entries there, and they also had some funny videos of different types. The winner, some invitations for the RAM event that they also have about the Amiga, and the winner entry was Amido People by Cios, which is a joke remake of Voodoo People from The Prodigy, but featuring obsessions with Amiga. So check it out if you like funny video productions about the Amiga. Then a couple of weeks ago, we had Alternative Party taking place after 10 years of hiatus, and Alternative Party is known in the demo scene for being a bit more left field, always having this slightly different competitions for different things. So a lot of interesting stuff to check out, some obscure machines, some weirder competitions. So let's take a look at that. But first I wanted to talk about one of the releases that was released outside of any competition there. It was revealed the invitation for the Payback demo party that's happening in January in Finland. Let's take a look at the different competitions from the Alternative Party. Starting off with the 1K tiny demo competition. Only 2 entries, a very basic entry for the browser on the second place. The winner was quite a lot more effort put into it. October by 8-bit, 1 kilobyte intro for the TIC-80. Good music, very stylish visuals, definitely a killer 1K. And we haven't seen that many 1 kilobyte intros for the TIC-80, so it was also very interesting in that regard as well. Then they had 256-byte intro competition at Alternative Party. In third place, shared Alternative Party by Ravel was a little intro for the terminal, just showing the Alternative Party line over and over. Then something a little bit more conceptual released by Nom de Nom, as usual with all of his releases. Red Letter Days, exploring patterns created by different letters and different car sets for the browser. Then in second place we had this very obscure platform. They found a way to run Forth scripts using the text editor from the Canon CAD. So they made a couple of demos about it. One of them just printing Alternative Party throughout the screen, and the winner one was a little bit more interesting, showing some actual boxes that were being drawn on the screen. So very interesting, mostly for the obscureness of the platform. I had never heard of a Canon CAD. I've only seen it on the videos now. So interesting, nice little platform there. Then they had a 3D graphics competition at Alternative Party, where you would submit a 3D model that is textured and displayed using the Foxatron tool developed by Garguide. In second place, Faryan by Base Cadet, recreating the mythical Faryan. Then the winner was Robot on Ice by Feller of Half Baked Cheese. Then we had the AI graphics competition, where we saw the return of a Toxic Modulo, this time on a graphics competition. In fourth place, Vic is in Every Corner, a more conceptual piece there. And in third place, Vic, the Ascendant Overlord of a Digital Dystopia by Thoron. In the first place, shared, we had Away with Ye by Burka Viritz, and also winner Hard at Work, Hardly Working by Mosfet, with a cat looking at the screen and some Amiga posters in the background. They also had a competition for AI music that was won by Gakstan Paratisi by Hitopia Likyo. And then they had a few other competitions with some more human creativity involved, including the dynamic demo, where you embrace the fact that some demos have generative content that looks slightly different every time you replay it. So in this demo competition in particular, you are judging how dynamic the demo also is. Not just how good it looks, but how diverse it looks for every time that you run it. So they actually play the demo twice in a row for you to see the differences between the different versions. In fifth place, Dues by Asterisk, another follow-up to the mysterious cryptic Demoscene group that has been releasing a few demos with some random, I think they are coordinates. Not sure what they are. I hope people are trying to decode this. I haven't bothered yet, but if you do, please let me know on the comments if you have any insight on what they're actually trying to transmit. In fourth place, Elector.io by Jumalauta, Faryan referencing thing for Windows. Blue Screen of Death by Proxima Centauri for the Windows desktop as well. Shows a different way to glitch your screen to look like it's broken. In second place, Pilot by Mini Hakerit, some more abstract shapes. And then the winner was Haus Designr AI by SceneCity, using the latest innovative AI technology to do a full, complete house for you, to design the house with the different parts and have everything just fall together nicely. A very good presentation, very good concept. I did like, and there's also a write-up available as well that I will talk about briefly in a little bit later on. But yeah, really cute little demo to watch. They also had some fast competition where you had to cut some carpets, some colored carpets, and do some things out of that. I'm going to show you a few of the different things that were released on that particular competition. In fourth place, Seon, Semon and C by Volkswagen. In also fourth place, Outtransport Incorporated by Chaos Computer Club. In third place, Little Crown by Yekko. In second place, Viorusu by Eiki. And in first place, Lotus Power by Volkswagen. And they also had this competition to do some graphics using the Mandala.cafe, a web-based tool that was also showcased and talked about during the event itself. Like the creator was there explaining how he created the tool and what you can do with it. And then they opened it for participants to try to do some animated graphics with it. And here are the results. Scribbles by Aketsu, Quick Erase by Felor, Lockpicking by Mia, Sleep vs. Mandala by Nimortusariart, and the winner was Love by Turomore. Freestyle graphics competition, open for more traditional ways to do graphics. Heart by LPL got 6th place. Then we had Kaupungin Varit by Lametri. 4th place, This Is Not an Avocado by Volkswagen and Solarius. 3rd place, Rival of Dough by Grendel and Muto. 2nd place, Semi-Urbani Nakima by Lametri. And the winner was Spirals of the Sky by Fowler as well. Some cute little bunnies there in the cube world. The winner of the Obscure Computer Award was for the Canon Cat computer by Ha. The winner for the Obscure Music competition was for Yahoy Gagarin by Pulu, and the objective of Obscure Music was to make something that was completely alternative and weird and strange and non-commercial. So we had a lot of interesting experimental tracks there. And then the winner of the open source meta competition, which is competition entries that are also available as open source. The winner was Elector.io by Yumalauta, with 2nd place for Haus Designr AI, and the last place Alternative Party by Ravel. So these were the results for the Alternative Party that took place in Finland a couple of weeks ago. And here is the write-up for Haus Designr AI that I previously mentioned, the demo that won the competition. Very good write-up. It talks about the concept behind it and the different challenges that were attacked to develop this little demo, so definitely check it out. Other things that to report, I'm still wondering what's up with Blackbirdie. Releases are still not available. Same for TT Demo Hasaka, still not available for release. Only 2 things released of the entire competition. Chimpembly, all of the things are on scene.org, but no one bothered adding them to Demo Zoo, and I haven't had time to do it because I'm organizing a demo party at the same time. So please, if you have some time to add the results of Chimpembly to Demo Zoo, I would appreciate it and like to cover it on the next week's Demoscene report. Also, Syntax took place this past weekend. Some releases are slowly coming in, but not everything is available just yet. I'm very much interested to see what our brothers down under have been cooking up. They always have some great stuff to share, so very much looking forward to covering that next week. Meanwhile, you still have 1 whole day to submit something for the ATASCII Compo 2024. If you would like to do ASCII for the Atari, please submit something to the compo that Logiker has been organizing. And the last thing that I wanted to announce was that the Nintendo 64 homebrew community is organizing this special game jam, the number 5th that they organize. The proceeds go to charity, so the winner of the game jam gets to pick which charity receives the $1,000 that are being donated for this jam event. You have 1 month and 21 days left to submit something, so if you would like to develop something for the Nintendo 64, please consider doing so. Then we have the upcoming demo parties that are taking place rather soon. Brown Birdie in Sweden, Benediction Coding Party in France, Zoo Demo Party happening in Finland, Comparade in Germany, Vintage Computer Corinthia Meetup happening in Austria, Demo Splash in the United States at the same weekend as Sessions is going to take place in Japan. Musdata in Sweden, Transmission 64 for the Commodore 64 happening online on the final weeks of November. Also 30N in Spain and Experience in Hungary are the last events happening in November. Syntax Society in Sweden, Silly Venture, the main event for the Atari happening its winter edition in Gdansk, Poland. And there's the demo party here in Portugal that I'm helping organize. Please don't forget to come, 6 to to 8th of December. Please come to Portugal and visit us. Then we will also have the Demo Nights event screening some demos in Bern, Switzerland at the end of December. So yeah, a lot of things happening in the demo scene and still to come. Hope you found this video interesting. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, donate me some money through patreon.com/psenough. Other than that, hope you're having a great day. See you at the next demo party, preferably Inertia Demo Party, 6th to 8th of December. Don't forget to come. See you next video. Bye bye everybody. Have a great day.